if you are watching this video, then you're probably planning to visit Alton Towers in the near future. You lucky duckies. Is that even a saying? Anyway, you are going to need a plan of action because Alton Towers is massive. It's got loads of rides and, well, I haven't really thought of a third one yet, but subscribe. No, seriously, if you do go on to find this video entertaining, useful and helpful, please do consider subscribing because it make me very happy and it will help me on my journey to 3,000 subscribers. That'd be amazing. Anyway, moving on. I wanted to make this video because I recently visited Alton Towers without a plan and, well, I spent too much money, got on like 3 rides and got stuck in a test seat. 1-0 Towers. So in this video, I'm going to help you learn from my errors, my multiple mistakes, show you how to get on as many rides as possible, save money, and have the best day possible at the Alton Towers Resort. But I'm not going to cover the whole test seat fiasco. It was humiliating, and everyone lolled at me, and, well, when you go, just don't lock yourself in a test seat. Moving on swiftly to my first top tip. How to pick your rides. And this one is crucial. Vital, in fact. Think to yourself, what type of rides do you like? Do you like big rides like Oblivion? Scary rides like Curse at Alton Manor? Or fast rides like Rita? Or Congo River Rapids? They are rapid. Pretty straightforward, but then once you've figured out what rides to prioritise, plan your day around it. If you want to do the main roller coasters, the Simler, Wicker Man and Galactica, it's probably best to start at one end of the theme park, either Galactica or the Simler. Start at the X sector, which is on one side of the park. Do the Simler, maybe Oblivion whilst you're there, if that floats your boat. And then go for a little wander across the lawn. On your way to Galactica, Wicker Man conveniently sits midway. So skip that, do Galactica and come back. Get your steps in, or do them in a sensible order. So in preparation, use the map to plan your route in advance. Tip 2, how to save money. Because the world that we live in, the economy is, first of all, take a packed lunch. Might not be as fancy as eating at the Burger Kitchen, but I will save you those pennies. Bring a water bottle because around the park there are water stations where you can refill your water bottle. It doesn't cost a thing. Failing that, those refillable cups are pretty good value for money. The Coke Freestyle machines are everywhere. So we've covered food and drink, but not accommodation. And if you are planning on staying overnight, then I would highly recommend finding accommodation in the local area outside of the Alton Towers Resort. Because whilst the Alton Towers Resort hotels and sheds do provide quite a nice experience, the benefits are not quite worth the additional price that you'll be paying. And that's about it. Tip 3, hidden gems. So you might not be aware already, but you can actually explore the towers of Alton Towers. The ruins are actually quite fun to look around. So as you head up towards Hex, just before the entrance plaza, there is a little archway. Go through there. There should be a sign saying this way to the towers. And you can explore the gardens, the greenhouse. You can even go up into the towers and view all of the land around, and it's actually quite a phenomenal view. So if the park's extremely busy and you need a break from the rides and the queues, then I would definitely recommend checking that out. Other than that, you can actually go and visit the real life Chained Oak. That's not actually within the theme park, so I don't think it really counts. It's down the road. I don't actually know any other hidden gems, so comment below if you know any. Tip 4, best grub. So if you have not opted to bring a packed lunch, as aforementioned, I'd say there are 2 best options for food on park. One being the Woodcutters Bar and Grill, which serves all of this lovely food. And the other being the roller coaster restaurant, which in my opinion, provides the best overall experience. And it's fun to watch the entrees go through loops. Oh yeah, and I probably should mention that the food's actually half decent in there. Oh, and curveball, if there's an event on, Mardi Gras for example, then the little street in front of the towers has a variety of food vendors that provides a variety of different food options. Definitely worth checking out. Moving on! Tip 5 will help you navigate the park because it's absolutely minuscule. No, the park's massive. For example, if you're walking to the far side of the park to do a specific ride, it's probably best to do a ride on the way because, well, if you're walking from Galactica all the way over to the X sector, then you're pretty much walking into a different postcode. So maybe do a ride, or 5, en route. Or just thoroughly plan your day, and do not make the mistake of trusting that map to be to scale. That is a rookie error. Because as a child, I tried to walk from Nemesis and Galactica in the Forbidden Valley over to Rita in the Dark Forest, which looked to be separated by just a few trees on the map. However, once I ventured down into that valley of the gardens, I got lost for about half an hour, missed out on a few roller coasters, and threw what can only be described as a temper tantrum. Tip 6, how to beat the queues. And this is probably the reason why most of you have clicked upon this video. Picking your first ride is crucial. I'd recommend starting in the Dark Forest, or if you're a proper thrill seeker, CBeebies Land. That was funny. The Dark Forest is a bit out of the way, so people are less likely to begin their day there, so you're going to have lower crowds. Plus, you've got 2 major coasters, just right there next to each other. That same logic does also go for X Sector, though more people head there first, so the queues might be longer. Plus, the Smiler is a very popular ride. Fortunately, the Smiler does have a very well operated single rider queue, so if you want to cut your queue time in half, get in there. Also over in the Forbidden Valley, Galactica currently has consistently had the shortest queue this year because who's going down there since Nemesis was closed? So, especially for 2023, out of all of the major coasters, that's probably the one most likely to have the shortest queue throughout the day. And then finally, the Curse at Alton Manor has such good throughput that regardless of how good it is, the queue never builds up too badly, so that is the best major ride to save for the busiest times of day. There you go. I've just helped you have the best day at Alton Towers. Thank me later. Actually, thank me now by liking the video, and I should probably thank you guys, because I really appreciate you watching the video. Ciao, legends. That was good, wasn't it? Please, sir, can we have some more? You don't have to call me sir. But here's your link. Click it. Sir Pun a lot would sound cool though.